A new report by the Asian Development Bank states it is exploring the possibility of hiring independent auditors to audit projects they fund in Sri Lanka. This is to avoid delays at the Auditor General's Department.
In the report titled Public Financial Management Systems, Sri Lanka, the ADB says loan agreements carry a deadline for the submission of audited project financial statements to the donor, and to meet these deadlines, the Auditor General's Department sets timelines for the issuance of various audit reports. The ADB report states that there are delays in meeting these deadlines because of resource constraints. The ADB says the Auditor General's Department does not subcontract project audits to private firms or individuals. To avoid capacity constraints, the report has recommended the ADB to hold discussions with the Auditor General's Department to explore the possibility of hiring independent auditors to fast-track the audit process. The ADB report has also observed that actual transfers made to provincial councils by the central government for capital expenditure are less than the amount allocated in the central budget. The report warns that this could affect the implementation of donor-funded projects, where the provincial council is significantly dependent on budgetary allocations for counterpart funds. The report has also raised concerns of how resource constraints could increase the risk of malpractice and fraud. President's Counsel Salia Piris, chairman of the Office on Missing Persons, outlined the purpose and powers of the newly appointed office.
Missing or disappearances referred to during this period include the conflict in the north and east and the aftermath of that, include not only civilians or combatants, but also those missing in action of the armed forces, the police or the civil defense forces. But its mandate also goes beyond that, goes beyond the period of the northeast conflict. Its mandate also stretches to other instances of civil disturbances in Sri Lanka. For instance, the 87 to 89 insurgency and the missing and enforced disappearances which happened at that time, and the incident which happened in the 1971 insurrection. So the whole purpose of the Office on Missing Persons is to provide relief to those who have been for long years waiting to get answers to what has happened to their loved ones.
Given the magnitude and the complexity of the matter, the OMP has been vested with certain powers.
First, we are empowered to establish a tracing unit. There will be a victims and witnesses protection unit. There will be other units for investigation, for forensics, and this is an institution, this is a permanent institution. The institution will be powerful enough and strong enough to be independent, to be impartial, objective. The Office on Missing Persons is not a body which is empowered to punish or impose criminal or civil liability.
The OMP says victim-centeredness will be the guiding mechanism for its operations, and it is one of 4 institutions and of multiple measures envisaged by the government to ensure reconciliation and lasting peace in the country.